So Metolius Mega 40 hold pack, kind of a beginner pack. Interesting. It's going to be a hard one. We got some holds on the floor, some holds on the wall, because there's roots in progress. F set a root and she's still working on it, and it's kind of hard. But let's go. When you buy the Metolius packs, you get everything except for the plywood to build a wall. Now this is your how to construct a wall guide. There's lots of interesting stuff. You know, you get all of your T-nuts, you know, handily bagged, and some washers for some of the holds. You get all of your bolts. Tells you, look, handily labelled. Bolt-on modular mini jugs, roof jug, macro hold 40. You get all your screws. Although those bolts there for the macro hold with the washers. You get all of your screws. Some of them we've used, some of them we haven't. And then you get all of your screws. And then you get this. You get a wrench as well. Or as I like to call it, what the F. 2 Allen keys, badly welded together, sanded. To be honest, it just looks like shit. Look at this. A wrench. This is a wrench. This is not a wrench. This is a wrench, uncarved block. This is not a wrench. It's a bit of a travesty.
Well, can I note that they did not bother to put their names on it?
You can note that they didn't bother. I wouldn't put my name on this. It's interesting. It's, you know.
It puts IKEA to shame.
Yeah.
It really does.
The IKEA'd wrench. But we'll rock through. So these are some of the holds you could expect to get. You know, you have your bolt-ons, your little tiny little guys. I'm not going to run through these holds one by one because there's such a big wide mix. Bunch of screw-ons, lots of different colours, lots of different shapes, lots of different styles. These are the ones that aren't on the wall. You know, as usual, Metolius is pretty standard, and you know, all of their quality is pretty good. That's just a colour change. Their quality is very good and very consistent throughout the range. People have been complaining that the Metolius stuff has been snapping and cracking and breaking. To be honest, we've not found that. We've been bouncing, we've screwed them up, we've put them all over the wall, and it's really good. What I'll do now is I'll walk you through what's actually on the wall. So Eb's root starts up over here. Interesting hole from Metolius. Interesting shape. Big pinch, lots of places for your fingers. Thumb catch underneath, you know, obviously rotate around whenever you want. You know, pretty nice, pretty comfortable, you know, you kind of come to expect that from Metolius. Then there's this big natural guy. I have some of these downstairs that are probably about 10 years old, and they're still going strong. Big, dimpled, quite hard to catch onto. You know, you really need to just bear down and grin it into a jug. Metolius always have really nice roof jugs. You know, 1 pad, 4 fingers, get your thumb, haul around, up to this big brown guy over here. It's a huge slope. You know, really nice. It's got a beautiful, it's got a beautiful scoop to it, so your fingers just slot in and catch. It's really, really nice. Then you've got this little guy here that, you know, foot hold, hand hold, whatever you want. You're looking at like 3 fingers, really quite small, quite round, but you know, again, another really nice thumb catch. You're coming all the way up to this big green jug up here. Up into this nice big roof jug from Metolius. You can really get your hand, really hold on it. Obviously we're running ours on the motivation volumes. Then you've got another great big roof jug. Bit slopey this time. It's not as positive as you think it's gonna be. It's really quite nice. It's a, you know, and then from up here, you're hitting this great big brown ledge. 2 hands, hang around, swing around, do whatever you want, hold. It's really quite nice. So like I said, still really big mix. Then you come into this guy. This guy really, we've got one of these in red and black, I think it is, from years ago. I've never liked this hold, I'll be perfectly honest, because whichever way I seem to grab it, it seems to tweak my fingers a little bit, but it's a very natural, pocketed, kind of Waco-y water running through the rock hold, lots of options, you know. Great big pinch, another pinch, you know, easily matchable, get your thumbs around. It's a really quite nice hold, but I don't like it. Again, no, big, one-handed, super smooth radius, really nice hold. These are all resin, they've all got inset washers, they're all flat on the back. There's a few chips and scrapes from where the box had come through, but nothing really, really bad. And then you come up into the last one, same set as the brown guy, 2 hands, quite shallow, match and finish there. But that's not it, kids. Then there's these screw-on corners. This guy here, obviously we didn't put all the screws in, but you know, on the outside edge of your wall, on your corners, just get it, use it as a handhold. They're quite good handholds. We use them for feet all the time. There's another one here. That's not from this set, it's actually from one of our holds from way back when. And then you come down into this guy, you know, again, one of the natural holds. Lots of chalk is one of our starting holds. Lots of screw holes for this guy. Big screws going in, big black deck screws. You know, one hand, well you actually get on and match it. There's lots of options for you. So there's nice smooth radius, you know, pad and a half, get your thumb in, go. And then there's this guy. Oh God. This guy on anything, this is on a 30-degree wall right now. This guy on anything less than 30 degrees is probably really doable. 15-degree wall, if we had this exact route and this wall was 15, it would be super easy and super fun to do. On a 30, it's just hard, really hard, and you know, lots of people fell off, you'll see from the video. You know, 2, 4, 6, 8 screw holes in this guy. Great big plate, really big, you know. To be honest, for a starter set, for a 40-hole set, I'd probably not include this in it because it's a big hole, it's a nice feature, but you know, if your wall is 30 degrees overhung and you have little or no flat, this thing's practically useless unless it's a foothold, and then it's the biggest foothold you're going to have on your wall. Then there's this great big rail, big screw-on rail, 6 screw holes. You know, you're looking at least 4 hands you can really get up. Fairly consistent, very bally. It's fairly consistent in the way you get on it and hold on to it. You're always getting a thumb catch. It's nearly always one pad or pad and a bit all the way through. It's quite nice. You come into this guy. Again, this is one of the classics of Metolius. Again, a screw on. I would have preferred it to be a bolt on. You're looking at, you know, one pad and a half, big pinches. Either way, you know, really thin pinches this way, super nice wide pinches this way. Gaia, great big natural rock, you know, kind of, it's almost dual texture. This bit's very grippy and feels very granite-like, and this bit's, you know, just smooth resin. Sanding's a little bit off on this guy actually. This is the one that actually has, you know, even though we screwed it in and it's screwed in really hard, it's actually still a bit kink because one side's longer than the other. But this guy, you're getting your hand in and you're just crimping on this smoothed out scoop, like one pad, get your thumb on, and you're just hitting and you're just hauling for all life up to this guy, which is assist from the rail. It's a big screw on plate. Is a nice ledge all the way along the top of this guy, all the way along. You get one hand, pad and a half, 2 pads. Really quite nice. Even though it's bobbly, this guy, you know, can be a little bit, hurt your hands a little bit. This guy's really nice. You just get on, hold on it, and just go. So this is the Metolius 40-hold pack. What you see on the box isn't exactly what you're to get in the box. You have to look, you know, there's a few discrepancies between what you get in the pack and what's on the box. You know, you might get a jug, or is it a jug and or a macro, or a roof jug and or a screw-on feature. It's a little bit ambiguous what you get, so it's a bit of a shotgun blast, you know, it's a bit hit and miss as to what you're actually going to get in the box. You don't know unless you're in the store, and I have seen people do this at Mech, and they've actually opened the box, pulled out all the holds to see exactly what they're getting, because the image on the box doesn't actually correspond to what you're going to buy and what you're actually going to have to play with. Like this guy, sure, it says on the box, there is a big screw-on plate, and there's a screw-on outside, well, a couple of screw-on outside edges, or one screw-on outside edge, sorry. and lots of screw-on folds. You know the screw-ons are going to be screw-ons. You don't know if you're going to get something from the Blue Ribbon series or something from the Classic series. You just don't know. It's a little bit ambiguous, and we'll talk about it later. So Metolius, all over the place. Roots that are still being done. Roots that haven't been finished. 40 hold set. We've got them on the wall. We'll get the rest on the wall. We'll do some more filming, and we'll see how it goes. Peace.